Now it comes time to actually start moving in fencing. And moving in fencing is really very easy. The very first position that we want to teach you is called the on guard position. This is essentially the ready position in fencing. In order to come on guard, you have a starting position with your feet. Essentially, you make an L with your feet by bringing your heels together. Your front foot, if you're right-handed, is your right foot. So that's your lead foot. Your left foot then would be your back foot. So you come together with your front foot pointing straight ahead at your imaginary opponent. You take a step forward with your front foot, okay? Then you simply bend your knees down, keeping your balance centered in between the two legs. You do not want to have your weight on one leg or all on the other leg. It wants to be evenly balanced between the two because you want to be able to move back and forth very quickly. Your weapon arm is going to come up in front of you like this, and you're going to aim your weapon forward at your opponent. You'll notice that my elbow is off of my hip. It doesn't rest on my hip like this, it's off of my hip a little bit, and if I turn straight at you, you're going to see that my elbow is right underneath my shoulder here, okay? If my elbow were to stick out like this is called chicken winging, and we don't want chicken wings. We want fencers to have your elbows underneath here so that when you make a thrust at your opponent, you hit what you aim at, okay? So going back to the side view, here I am, I'm on guard. Now the question is, what do you do with your back arm? We have to keep it out of the way because we can't have it in front covering target area like this. This is against the rules because remember the torso is the target area in foil. So I want to keep my hand back here. Now legend has it that in the olden days when they were actually fighting duels, they would hold a lantern in this back hand while you were fighting a duel at night, right? Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but it's a good legend always to tell young kids and beginning fencers because it gives them a visual picture of what you do with this hand. So this is your basic on-guard position. Okay? Your feet are about shoulder widths apart, your knees are bent, your balance is centered, your front arm is aimed directly at your opponent so you're accurate on the thrusts, and your back arm is held out of the way. Your torso is about 45 degrees from your opponent, just like this, all right? And this is your classic on-guard position. The next move is called the advance, and the advance is the footwork action that you do in order to move forward. And it's very easy, very natural. From the on-guard position, in order to advance, you move your front foot forward a small distance and then bring your back foot up an equal distance. The goal is to stay in relatively the same position at the beginning and the end of the advance. So again, front foot comes forward, back foot comes up. To retreat, you reverse that process. Your back foot reaches back and your front foot comes up. Now it's time to get serious. When you want to attack your opponent, you need to do an action that's called the lunge. So in order to do the lunge, there are 5 things you have to remember, okay? First thing you have to do is extend your arm. This establishes your right-of-way and your attack. Step 2 is your toe comes up like this. Step 3 is you kick your front foot out and lunge forward. The front arm is fully extended, the back arm is fully back, your shoulders are pretty much lined up, your hand and your weapon arm is over your foot, your knee is right over your ankle, a little bit here, okay? To recover, you simply reverse the process and bring your arm back on guard. So, in 5 steps, it looks like this. 1, toe comes up is 2, kick and lunge is 3, recover is 4, arm returns on guard is 5.